special traffic managers to assist the Anambra Traffic Management Agency and other traffic management agencies in the state to ensure free vehicular movement this Yuletide. Government House correspondent Emmanuel Okonkwo reports.
Deputy Governor Bezim, who said he was disheartened by his experience at the junctions visited, warned security agents against acts that could cause preventable hold-ups on the state's roads, pointing out that they are at the checkpoints to ensure safety of the people and not to cause hardship to them. The Deputy Governor said that the Professor Chukwuma Soludo administration is working on daily basis to ensure that Ndi Anambra have a hitch-free Christmas and New Year celebrations, and according to him, no one will be allowed to truncate that target.
So what we are doing is in collaboration with the security agencies. If you look and you notice any vehicle that is not looking quite friendly and safe, they have the technical know-how, you clear the vehicle out of the road while you do your searching, and then we allow free movement for families that are actually coming home this period. The governor is awake 24 hours and his aides, we are all awake watching over you, and with God we will enjoy a peaceful Yuletide period.
Some of the road users who narrated their experience on the road to the ABS, including Messrs. Barnabas Okoronkwo and Chris Chikwal Jr., thanked Deputy Governor Bezim for coming to their aid, as they had been on the traffic for over 5 hours before his intervention, and called on the government and security agencies to call the officers to order and save road users the untold hardship on the road.
Hold up, on I had not over 2 hours before the deputy governor. I ain't get a cuckoo, but I want people better. I carry here.
The problem is say themselves they make us they work out for night sometimes. But the hold up is too much. But they still they secure people both night and day, because we they pass this road. Without them, we no go work out for night.
The Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Anambra Road Traffic Management Agency, Engineer Emeka Okonkwo, and Special Advisor to the Governor on Security, who is also the coordinator of the Anambra State Joint Task Force Team, retired Air Vice Marshal Ben Chuobi, later joined the Deputy Governor on the decongestion exercise at the Amansi Junction. From Amansi Junction in Awka North Local Government Area, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo, reporting for ABS News.
Security agents and traffic management officials manning different roads in Anambra State have been warned to desist from many acts that can lead to unnecessary gridlock this Yuletide. The Deputy Governor of Anambra, Dr. Ekachukwu Ibezim, gave the warning when he visited some strategic junctions and its environs, including the Amobia flyover, Kwata flyover and Amansi Junction, where he dismantled checkpoints mounted by men of the Nigerian Army in the area, who, according to road users, caused heavy gridlock on the highway from morning till the visit of the Deputy Governor to the scene in the evening. Government House correspondent Emmanuel Okonkwo reports.
Inaugurating the team, who were selected minimum of 20 from the 21 local government areas of the state, Governor Chukwuma Soludo, who was represented by his deputy, Dr. Onyekachukwu Ibezim, while commending them for volunteering themselves to serve the state in that capacity, asked them to discharge their duties within the ambit of the law and focus on the primary target, which remains to make the state routes free of all forms of gridlock. The governor, while assuring them of the state government's support at all times, told them to report any issue that is beyond them to appropriate authority instead of taking laws into their hands.
Some of the areas are decongested. Local government areas. Map out and about red spots. Oh, yeah, but I love my local government area. When you cannot direct the traffic to Apia Way, of who look about the face of Anambra, Niger.
The special advisor to the governor on Security and coordinator Anambra State Joint Task Force Team, retired Air Vice Marshal Ben Chiobi, emphasized that what informed the formation of the team is the heavy gridlock experienced in some major roads in the state, especially during festivities, encouraging the public to always support them as they willingly volunteered to serve.
This is part of the solution efforts led by our governor, Chukwuma Soludo. Why I say the solution effort is that year in, year out, particularly during festive seasons, you find that a lot of Anambra roads are congested, and people are always wondering if there's nobody with a solution. So what we are doing now is more like a third level effort, in the sense that statutorily Anambra Road Traffic Management Agency is created to see that all traffic laws in the state are obeyed. But you find that their strength is not enough to cover all the nooks and crannies. So we want to see that people are able to move very freely on all our roads.
On his part, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Anambra Road Traffic Management Agency, Engineer Emeka Okonkwo, reminded them the need to always be guided by the purpose of their appointment and expressed the hope that the team will contribute in the decongestion of the state roads and as well making the work of traffic management throughout this youth season easier for his agency.
So with the help of these guys, competent guys, I believe they would assist ATMA as an agency that has a responsibility of maintaining, regulating traffic situations in Anambra State. You will go a long way in helping the agency this period.
During the event, some of the new traffic managers were given the opportunity to ask questions and make contributions on how to record success given to them. From the Dr. Alice Kweme Square in Oka, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo reporting for ABS News.
As part of measures by the Anambra State Police Command to sustain public safety and relative peace in the state, the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Echeng, has banned the sale and use of fireworks, knockouts and firecrackers in the state. Details on this report from here.
According to a release signed by the State Police Public Relations Officer, DSP Tochwi Kenga, the plan will enhance the adequately already policing strategy in place to respond to any emergency and security concerns peculiar to the Yuletide. The Commissioner of Police noted that the use of knockouts and others, aside constituting nuisance and disturbance in the public peace, is also capable of causing unnecessary fear and apprehension and other inherent dangers associated with its usage, especially during this Harmattan period. The Commissioner of Police equally called on parents and guardians to guard their children and wards against the sale and use of fireworks, firecrackers, knockouts, and others, as the ban is in the best interest of all. He warned persons trading in these banned items to seek alternative ventures. Mr. Echeng assured that the command will leave no stone unturned, that there will not be any form of security breach, especially during this Yuletide, and also urged Anambra to be vigilant and security conscious. He advised the public to report all suspicious movements or for emergencies to call 112 or 070 919 4332.
Give a child quality education and he will the world come to the fore during the inaugural Free International Seminar on Teaching and Learning in Oka for principals of public and private secondary schools in Anambra State. Queen Adibogo reports.
The seminar, organized by Indomie Foundation and Life Care Coalition Outreach in collaboration with Anambra State Ministry of Education, attracted about 100 principals selected across the state. The theme of the seminar is the role of the school principal in arresting the declining trend in the standard of education in Anambra State, Nigeria. In his presentation, the chairman of Indomie Foundation, Dr. Chinedu Ikanyi, said for a child to receive quality education in a school, the school has to be effective. And for the school to be effective, the principal must be effective, adding that the role of the principal is to make sure that the school is effective. Dr. Ikanyi, who has been an instructor for several years in the United States took the participants on how to impact quality and effective education on their students. He disclosed that Indomie stands for Igwe Davidson Okafor and Mercy Ikanyi, his parents, who he said has great value for education, noting that organizing the workshop is to honor their legacy.
I organized this seminar just for the purpose of giving back to the community. It is in response to the governor's request for us to begin to repatriate knowledge, to contribute to our beloved state, Anambra State. So we've done it for many years. We've been doing it separately. But this time around we're doing it under the name of the foundation, which was formed last year. And hopefully, if we continue to get the support of the government, we're going to continue to do it.
Also speaking, the chairman of Life Care Coalition Outreach, Dr. Emeka Anago, explained that education is the key to knowledge and life, while also describing principles as the key to quality education. Dr. Anago charged them to become big dreamers and ensure they achieve their dreams.
Actually interested in what is happening here, because that is one of the key things LCC does. Education, because education is the key to knowledge, is the key to life, is the key for the younger generation to advance in society. Without education, we are not going anywhere.
In her remarks, the chairman of the Post-Primary School Service Commission, Professor Nkechi Ikediugu, thanked the organizers for the event and appealed to them to increase the number of participants next time so that they will benefit. Earlier in his comments, the chairman of the day, Engineer Paul Enidom, pointed out that the government alone cannot handle education issues and encouraged all to pool efforts to ensure that education in Anambra State is raised to international standard. Mrs. Obi Anago, co-founder of Life Care Coalition Outreach, advocated increased government intervention in education system to enable every student to benefit maximally from the teaching and learning process.
Your intervention could be a whole reteach. You reteach the subject. Your intervention could be after school program. Your intervention could be before school program. Different ways, we will advocate for our school to have, for government to have intervention.
In an interview, some of the participants, including Comrade Celestine Mwara from St. Mary's High School, Ifitedunu, and Dr. Vivian Uche from St. John of God Secondary School, Oka, said the workshop was impactful and promised that they will step down the knowledge garnered to others to ensure it permeates their schools. The interactive workshop also featured a question and answer session.
The Alzheimer's Disease Foundation, a non-governmental organization, has organized an end-of-the-year party for elderly people in Awka South local government area. The elderly people gathered at the Ignatius Akubude Center, Amobia, to celebrate the Yuletide with the organization, which aims to raise awareness about Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia. Oinye Agbeze reports.
In her remarks, the founder of the foundation, Mrs. Josephine Anene, stated that the foundation was established to assist the elderly by encouraging them to adopt a healthy lifestyle in order to reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease. And as such, the Ignatius Akubude Center is a place where they can recreate by engaging them in creative arts, physical exercises, crafts, dancing and other activities to reduce depression and loneliness, which she said are factors that causes dementia. Thanking everyone who helped and sponsored the event, Mrs. Anene noted that the non-governmental organization and others whose mission is to promote the rights of older people now have the attention of the government, and Nigerian government now has an agency called the National Senior Citizen Center that helps to cut safety and comforts of elderly people. She, however, appealed to the younger generation not to ignore older people because it is a phase that everyone will go through.
The Alzheimer's Disease Foundation is an NGO that was formed in 2017, and we create awareness around dementia and Alzheimer's and aging generally. So every year we have a Christmas party. We enjoy the season of merriment.
In his opening remarks, the chairman on the occasion, Professor Godwin Onu, praised the founder, Mrs. Josephine Anene, for her kind gestures and embrace of the Akuluno philosophy by extending her generosity to the elderly people, particularly those in her hometown.
Yes, no, from Edo State, Lukweba, Ghana Bakuron, Makoe Meche, Mechan, Onata, Nambarankie, Akwake Runo, Motani no Motan, no Moma, Mwena Nigeria, Nine, or what I did for a young Nigeria, Mandi Fugoriana, Manda Fugoriana, Are Wankoja.
Contributing, Dr. Uzoma Chidi Okereke stated in a presentation about adult social care that elderly people require extra care and that there are various social care services that can be provided, such as daycare services, residential care, and home care services, among others. Dr. Chidi Okereke stated that the center was established to provide assistance and medical care to the elderly people so that they do not feel left out, and requested assistance from well-meaning individuals to keep the center running.
And then healthy aging, which is what we promote here. When one day can age and some problems, medical problems of different degrees.
Others who spoke on the elder care and eulogized the founder were Chief Chiwe Mono Olarewaju, Professor Rita Ogukwe Joseph, Dr. Ego Akabogo, and Professor Richard Uwakwe. Some of the beneficiaries, including Mrs. Elizabeth Wadije, Mrs. Cecilia Nwokoye, and Mrs. Maria Wamma Menuba, appreciated the founder for her generosity and wished her good health, long life and prosperity. The event featured free health care services, cutting of cake, dance and presentation of gifts. In Oka, I am Onyinye Agubeze, reporting for ABS News.
The federal government has declared Monday 26 and Tuesday 27 December 2022 as public holidays to mark the Christmas and Boxing Days. Also, Monday, January 2, 2023 has been declared a public holiday to mark the New Year's Day. Minister of Interior Obweni Rauf Arebashala, who made the declaration, also rejoiced with Christians and all Nigerians at home and in the diaspora on this Christmas and New Year celebrations. He enjoined Christians to emulate Jesus Christ in deeds and follow his teachings, especially on faith, hope, and love. He emphasized that peace and security were two critical conditions for economic development and prosperity, urging Christians and Nigerians to make the best use of this festive period to pray for the total eradication of any vestige of insecurity in our dear nation. He reminded Nigerians that the coming year 2023 was an election and political transition year, noting that Nigerians should prepare to make it a huge success by voting peacefully and avoiding anything capable of marring the exercise in any way. The minister also assured that the government had put in place effective measures for the security of lives and property, even as it urged Nigerians to support the efforts of security agencies by providing useful information that would assist them in the performance of their duties. Governor Chukwuma Soludo says Awka community will continue to receive attention as the capital of the state. Government House correspondent Emmanuel Okonkwo reports.
Civic Center during the selection and installation of Chief James Ijoma of Umobu Village, Awka, as Otochalo Awka, that is, the oldest man in Awka. Governor Soludo said his administration has offered appointments to many indigents of the community, adding that he has so far inaugurated over 250 kilometers of road for either construction or reconstruction, which Awka community benefited. Governor Soludo who was represented by the State Commissioner for Culture, Tourism and Entertainment, Mr. Don Onyenji, commended the people of Awka for following due process in the selection of the oldest man in the community, who is aged 106, and disclosed that he has given approval for the Anambra Arts and Culture Festival early next year. He urged the people of Awka community to find ways of reviving blacksmith industry, which Awka community is known for.
Governor Nekene Ototaloka Ketata Adene Ichie James Ibunne Ijoma Akenenge. Congratulations. I am the new Dalunu. Even this is like can be okay, Papa, who's waiting Maloka. Funarai. Open on one year to go to Anaka. Oh, we can be a girl now when engage Maria. Oka, who's engaged Maloka.
The traditional ruler of Awka community, Obi Gibson Mosu, thanked God for relative peace in the community and encouraged the community members to join hands in making Awka greater. On their part, the traditional Prime Minister, Chief Benjamin Okoye, and the President General of Awka Development Union Nigeria, Chief Kanayo Nwobo, who spoke through the Administrative Secretary, Chief Alexander Machuhu, thanked Governor Soludo for the relative peace in Awka through his actions, in addition to giving some of her indigenous appointments in his government, and reassured him of their support at all times. In a remark, the new Ototaloka Chief Ijoma thanked God for keeping him alive to date and prayed for peace, love, and more progress in Awka community.
Well, governor Charity, I don't know. All the Gadi take out below. You say, Yan is only one do
Some stakeholders in Awka, including Chief Ken Ekwenugo, Rotarian Abuchinwozo, as well as the President General of Women Wing of Awka Development Union Nigeria, Barrister Ogechukwu, existence, even as they prayed God to give the new Ototaloka sound health. Also present at the event, which attracted representatives of the whole 33 communities that make up Awka community, were the Deputy President General of Awka Development Union Nigeria, Chief Onyebuchi Nwobu, and the Speaker of Ezozo in Council, Chief Mweze Okoli, among others. In Awka, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo, reporting for ABS News.
International Breweries PLC has made a name in Obaro community as she gives back to the society. This followed the commissioning and official handover of a solar-powered bond project built by the establishment at Community Secondary School, Odetme, Obaro local government area, as part of its social corporate responsibility. Staff reporter Odinaka Nwolisa witnessed the commissioning of the project for ABS. Her reports.
The project, according to the company, is critical in achieving sustainable development goals as well as protection of the ecosystem. Commissioning the project, the corporate affairs manager, Mr. Damian Igwe, announced that the project, which has benefited various communities in the state, remains one of their numerous impactful and social intervention programs targeted at addressing and alleviating the plight of their host community. He explained that the provision of potable water will add value to the agrarian community in boosting the sanitary condition as well as aid irrigation farming.
It's a part of our corporate social responsibility to the immediate community where we do our business, as well as also addressing one of the critical sustainable development goals, goal number 3, which says access to potable and clean water.
Earlier in a speech, the plant manager, Mr. Fidelis Igu, observed that the company had left remarkable investment exemplified in environmental and social sustainability initiatives over the years, noting that the commissioning of the project is a testament of key focus in supporting community development. In a remark, the traditional ruler of Odegbe community, Iwe Chuma Onya, who traced the history of the school, appreciated their efforts in uplifting and championing a cause for the well-being of the students.
Thank God, the community secondary school in existence here.
Expressing happiness for the kind gesture, the member representing Obarutu constituency in the State Assembly, Honorable Somto Udeze, advocated for stronger synergy between industrialists and the host community on developmental strategies that will assist the government as well as better the lots of the people of the area. Describing the project as monumental, the President General of the community, Barrister Nwano Sike, lauded them for the humanitarian gesture and urged them to sustain the temple. The principal of the school, Mrs. Esther Ozo, in her address of welcome, expressed delight over the donation and thanked them for their community exploits.
The borehole donated to the community secondary school in Iyowo Odegbe is one of their contributions to the development of the community.
International Breweries PLC is one of the largest brewery with over 500 brands. The staff and students expressed gratitude in a welcome song, drama, mock news, and dancing. Present were executives of PTA as well as members of Post-Primary School Service Commission. Cutting of tape featured at the event. From Odegbe, Odenaka Wolisa reporting.
The United Nations Special Envoy for Global Education has called on Islamic countries to condemn a move by the Taliban banning female students from universities, the latest in a series of restrictions imposed on women in Afghanistan. In an interview with journalists, Brown said the Afghan economy would be harmed in the long run if women are not allowed to train as doctors, teachers, researchers, scientists, and for all the professions. Brown, who previously served as UK Prime Minister, noted that while the West had limited leverage over the Taliban-led government following 2 decades of conflict, Islamic countries could play a vital role in swaying Taliban policies towards greater inclusivity. He, Brown, noted that every country in the Muslim world except Taliban-run Afghanistan is publicly committed to the UN Sustainable Development Goal that every child be ensured access to inclusive and equitable quality education by 2030. A number of Muslim countries have already condemned the nationwide ban. Since returning to power after U.S. troops withdrew in 2021, the Taliban has backtracked on its promise to guarantee the right of girls to be educated and other freedoms. Remember, you can follow news from ABS on any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television, Oka. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television, Oka. Follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. Log on to our website. It's www.absradiotv.com. To end the breakfast news this morning, a recap of the main points. Anambra State government has inaugurated a special traffic managers to assist in traffic management. Seminar on teaching and learning for principals has ended in Oka. Federal government has declared tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday public holidays to mark Christmas and Boxing Days. United Nations has urged Islamic countries to condemn banning of female education in Afghanistan by Taliban government. Here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround the maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. That's it on the breakfast news at this time on ABS Television. Thanks for watching. I am Friska Honko. Good morning and Merry Christmas.